All right, guys. So today, inshallah, you're talking about audio in education. Um, when we talk about audio, we are talking about one of the very, very important skills that you actually, whether you are a teacher or a student, need to have. Because always remember this: when we teach our children, at the very, very, early ages, how to speak, how to talk, how to communicate with us, we always teach them through this skill, which is listening. They listen and they imitate, they do, they repeat after us. So when we actually are talking about languages as well, when we talk about languages, the very important skill that you need to have is listening. So listening is very, very important skills in all life aspects, especially education. Let's say you want to teach a language, foreign language. So the number one thing is you need to develop your listening skills if you want to learn about any foreign language. So the first thing to do is watch a movie, okay, from this language, so that you can listen. When you develop the listening skills, it's very, very easy for you to learn the language. And from here comes the importance of audio in education, because obviously listening, it's all about audio. But however, you need to consider a lot of factors and requirements when you want to use audio in education. Audio can make education more easier, more comprehensive, more accurate. The students can listen the exact pronunciation, for example, if they want to learn about a language, foreign language, and so on. But as I mentioned, you need to consider the accuracy, whether the audio is relevant to your class, whether it's actually going to serve you achieve the objectives of the class, and so on. For example, if you want to teach English, avoid getting any non-native English audio. For example, if you want to teach um, the correct pronunciation, do not look for Russian, teacher teaching English, because the slang, the accent is going to be a huge difference, especially when it's not native. Okay, so look for the accuracy, look for the whether it's valid or reliable to your class. Is it going to achieve the objective of the class, or you just want to waste time, or you just want to be that cool teacher, who use media in the class and so on. Okay, so it doesn't matter how important using technology or audio in your class, but it needs to be it needs to actually follow some guidelines, some rules, to be active at the end of the day. And that's actually why we use technology. We want to make our education classroom or class setting easier, more attractive, more encouragement for our students, and so on. Okay, guys? Now, if I ask you one question, what is the difference between audio and video? Because we know video is actually a combination between audio and graphics, right? Graphics and audio at the same time. So why do we need audio? Why do we still need audio? We could have used video, right? Anyone would like to share with me? Anyone would like to share? Why do we still use audio? Why not we use video? Because video, it's audio and graphic at the same time.
For to make more clearly.
audio will be more clearly. Yes, in some important.
Explanation.
Sorry,
We
come again.
can listen to audio at many times.
Exactly, many times. Okay. What
Some,
else?
some graphics need explanation.
Can you repeat, please?
Some graphics need explanation.
Explanation, so we can repeat as many times as we want. So yeah, all the answers are correct. We still need audio because number one, video, not all schools are equipped with the equipment to play video. That's number one. Audio is very easy to get and very easy to play, very easy to repeat as many times as we want. Okay, so audio has certain purposes, and video has its own purposes as well. We need to actually differentiate between these two. We are not necessarily to go for video all the time. The advantages, as we mentioned, it's not expensive, very easy to get. We can repeat, we can provide verbal message, we can provide a correct, accurate information, especially when we talk about languages, the accuracy of pronunciation, the correct pronunciation. All right. Uh, we can actually easy transfer the audio file. Unlike video, we might need hard disk or we might need pen drive, but audio we can actually simply transfer to our smartphone, our pen drive, a card, memory card, and so on. Now, for the limitation as well, we might consider some of these, limitations because we are actually not able to monitor the students when they have these kind of multimedia aid at all times. So and we need to consider the copyright factor. We actually are not allowed to use everything that is available on the internet. We need to make sure that it's for educational purposes because this might be dangerous sometimes, especially let's say you want to upload your class when you finish the recording to the let's say YouTube, but you have used an audio in the class and this audio is not free. Okay, so once you upload this video on YouTube, it's going to be deleted, and YouTube as well, m- you know, might give you a strike because this is a copyright thing. You need to make sure that it's not copyrights. Uh, Whenever you want to use an audio clip or a music or background, whatever, make sure it has no copyright so that you are free to use it. These are some of the limitations for using audio in the classroom. Now, learning from audio, as we mentioned, is very important because it will give you the relevance information, accuracy, the quality in the message, okay? And it will give you the exact articulate message, okay? You don't need to, let's say, imitate because when the students are able to listen to the correct pronunciation, they will easily repeat and they will get it for the rest of their lives. Okay. The quality, okay, as we mentioned, audio as well goes through communication process. If you still remember the communication channels, okay, the receiver, sender, and then the message. Okay. But you, as we mentioned, any media, not only audio, needs some factors when you apply it in the classroom. Make sure the volume is clear, no physical, disturbance, no, let's say, noise maintenance. Make sure the students are actually able to listen. Okay, because some of the native speakers, they will be very fast when they talk, especially foreign languages like English. So make sure to select the appropriate audio clip so that the students will get the message easily. For the audio uses, it's unlimited. As some of you already said, we can repeat as many times as we want, and we can use it in all phases of instruction. And it's a self-paced instruction. What do we mean here? What does it mean, self-paced instruction?
We can pause it anytime.
Exactly. We can use it anytime, anywhere, based on our own, schedule, our own free time. So this is what I mean by self-paced. It depends on the students and his self ability to learn. Okay, this is what I mean by self-paced. And it could be pre-recorded. We can record and then we can repeat as many times as we want. Could be for teacher use, student use, and so on. And here's the difference between how teacher can use the audio in education and how the students can use it in education purposes as well. The teacher can prepare the recording through whatever skills that he has, or he might get the audio clip from the internet. Okay, and he can actually evaluate the students using audio. How? There is an exam, international exam for English language. This one you can take if you are planning to go outside. You are planning to study, for example, further you study in USA or UK or any country that their English is their first language. You need to take this exam called TOEFL, TOEFL. Okay, so this exam, when you take it, they will measure three skills, three main skills about English language, which is speaking, writing, and listening. So you will take actually three tests. When it comes to listening, they will give you a recorded clip. You can listen, and then you can answer the questions. If you don't have the listening skills, you will get 0. So listening skills is very, very important, even for professional purposes. Okay, I've actually take this exam like maybe 10 years ago when I first came to Malaysia to study my master degree. So yeah, listening skills is very, very important. How to use audio in the classroom, or where should we use the audio in our classroom? Is there any reasons? Is there any factors, any demands? Do you have any idea how you as a teacher can use audio in your classroom? Can you give me examples? You as a teacher, imagine yourself, you want to use audio in your classroom. Under what circumstances you are going to use this audio? Just give me an example. Imagine, some cases or scenarios, and then give me an example how to use audio in your classroom.
WhatsApp audio?
WhatsApp, we can definitely use WhatsApp. If we could actually record to our students so that it could be easily for them. And there are teachers actually using WhatsApp, like, as a main instructional media for teaching and learning. Okay, but obviously it needs some monitoring, needs some update, because some of the students will get out of hand, so you need to consider some of the factors. Okay, what other examples?
Podcast.
Yes, can you explain more about it?
Podcast. Teacher. Every teacher make a podcast or just like turn on any other person podcast and then let the student listen.
Exactly, this is a very very good actually way to teach our students using podcasts, because they are going to use it in their self-paced time and place and whatever. Okay, other examples? One more example. One more example. What media you can use for using audio? You can see here streaming audio, podcasting, as our friend Mahira, is it? Yeah. Internet radio, digital radio, audio recorder, WhatsApp, you know, what else?
Doctor,
MP3. MP3 dot.
MP3, yes, that's correct. MP3, we can use our smartphone recording through smartphone or laptops. Okay, so there are many, many ways of implementing or using audio in the class.
Doctor, may I know internet radio is like what? Can you explain?
It's exactly the same as the podcasting, but when you actually turn on the radio on the internet in your car, for example, okay, this is not internet radio. This is a live radio, but there is internet you can actually use from the browser, the internet browser. You just type internet radio and you will get so many channels you can listen while you are using your computer, but obviously you need internet, okay, to connect you. And
So
you can
like we search from web, right?
yeah, you can use it, you can actually get it from the smartphone as well. If you have internet, you just go internet radio channels. If you type this in Google, you will get so many channels. And if you want something for educational purposes, educational internet radio channels. Okay, you can get so many of these. It's like a TV, but only audio and using the internet. You don't need any device, just the internet.
Okay, doctor, thank you.
Welcome. Okay, any questions so far? Do you guys have any question?
Doctor, the audio recorder too is like teacher playing a CD on radio.
Sorry, your voice is not very clear. Can you please repeat the question? Can you hear me? Hello. Anyone listen to the question, guys?
No.
Not clear, doctor.
Okay. Can you please repeat the question? I didn't get your name actually. Is it Zuhairina or Nazifa? Can you ask again?
Doctor, she wrote it in the chat box.
Okay, the audio recorder. Yeah, like one of the devices. Yes. CD player. Audio recorder. It's like the CD player. on radio. Oh, do you mean when we play the CD and it can record whatever in the CD? Is it?
Sir, like back then when we are having a listening test practice, our teacher used to play a CD on a radio. Is it like audio recorder?
CD, yes. It's actually a tape. It's called a tape. It's a plastic, right? Rectangle, right? Rectangle shape. This one is very, very old now. I don't know if they are still usable.
Yes, because our mate have a listening test, so the examiner will use the tape.
Oh, okay, okay. Yes, actually, we used this one, but I thought you guys young, you didn't remember this devices because it's very old. Back then, when I was in school, we actually didn't have this kind of technology. Around 1990 or 2000, we used this kind of stuff, the tape and the recorder, all this kind of stuff. If the teacher is actually in the mood to use any technology at all. So yeah, this is what we used to have. And the MP3, it was very famous back then, but now it's not relevant anymore. Maybe some schools they still use this because they are not, equipped with, the budget. Sometime is not the same in all schools. So yeah, they still use this kind of stuff to record and to replay because it's very easy actually. But the problem is about this device is when you record, okay, let's say I recorded this session using this tape, okay, and then I save it there. If I want to record again, I need to replace the content. The previous one will be erased, okay? So there's actually no space in this tape, only for when the roll is done, it's done. You need to replace it. Unlike today's technology, you can simply transfer whatever media you have to your laptop or your pen drive and then record again, like the Sony recorder is a very tiny device. They actually use this device for interviews, press interviews. When you go to interview your students as well for research purposes, we have this kind of, it's like a pen device, like a pen size, but you can record using this device. And this device actually replaced the tape, the whole industry. Yeah, I can show you pictures. Wait a second, I'll send it to your WhatsApp. No, let me share my screen. Can you see it? This is the device, Sony, and it's very expensive. Wow. Some of them are 600, 730. Can you see the device?
Yes, doctor. We can
Yes,
see.
doctor.
And this is the tape. This is the tape that your friend asked about. And this is the cassette that we need to record using this one. See? The one inside. If you record and then the roll has finished, so you need to get a new one. And same goes for the video. Next week when we talk about video, previously they used this big, device. It's called video player. before even we get any like Android and all this technology, uh, in order for you to actually watch a movie in your home, you needed that. Let me show you the picture. Video, no, video player or video maybe. Tape player.
Doctor, this rectangle tape also can use at radio, right? We put in the radio or not?
No, radio only can play with live, can get the signal, but some of the cars are able to have two devices, radio and tape. So you can listen to the radio and turn it off, and then you can turn on this what the
Oh, so what I just say just now is like we use at the exam is like radio and with the tape.
yes, exactly.
Not the
It's like multi-function device, radio and tape as well. And this is for audio, guys. You can see here, this is the device, and this is the tape. I remember we had a room full of these kind of tapes. When I was very little, my mother brought us so many cartoon movies and so on. But now you can have tons of these movies in your pen drive. You see, this is the difference. And this device right here used to be very, very expensive, you know. But now you don't need any device to play a movie. You can play it in your laptop. You can play it in your smartphone. Anyway, we will discuss about this, inshallah, next week. Let's get back to sorry, guys. Okay, now let's talk about audio format. What do you mean by audio format? Audio format could be one of two, okay? Whether analog or digital. Now, I want you to understand the main difference, because this goes for video as well, audio and analog and digital. You need to differentiate between these two. When we talk about digital audio or digital video, we are talking about something related to computers, okay? So anything related to computers, it's digital, which means this is a recent technology or recent audio. When we talk about analog video or analog audio, we are talking about something old, okay? Ask yourself, we had TV very, very long time ago, but we didn't have computers, right? So how they actually used to play the content of the TV channel or the content of the radio channels? They use analog devices to record the audio and so on. But it's totally different. The process of production for the audio and video as well. Now, how to produce a movie, for example, we need a camera, and then when we finish, we take the card, we transfer it to our laptop. Is it right? This is the process, the whole process. But back then, the camera didn't have this card, okay? The camera will actually produce whatever content to a film. This film needs to go through so many processes to be able actually to give us the movie, the final product. This is what we mean by analog. Same goes for audio. If you still remember the picture I just saw you about the radio, the cassette and the tape, this is analog because it doesn't have anything to do with digital, with computer. Okay, so when we record using laptop computers, whatever devices, it is digital. Even when we record using the This one, the device I show you, the Sony recorder, it's digital because we can easily transfer it to our laptops. But when we record using a cassette, like the one I show you, it's analog. Okay? Is it clear? The difference between digital and analog.
Yes, doctor. Doctor, I have a question.
Mm-mm.
So if we record using WhatsApp, so it's digital.
Obviously, yes, it's digital.
Okay.
It's digital, yes, because it's already in the device. It's already in the smartphone. The file, the recorder. We can easily transfer to. This is how you can know if it's digital or not. If you transfer it to your laptop, can you play it? If yes, then yeah, it's digital. Good. And this is some of the audio format that you need, guys, to be careful, because from here we can get final exam questions. So you need to differentiate between, for example, MP3, MP4, CD, WAV. You need to differentiate. Only understand, understand the meaning, the difference between each one of them. So we have compact disc, CD. The information can be up to 80 minutes. The recording information in the CD. Easy to use, quickly locate, but now it's not relevant anymore. Now you can see the recent laptops has no CD player. You see, each day pass, or each, let's say, year pass, we get new technology. Some of the things that we actually called very important, once it's not relevant anymore. The CD players used to be a whole, very important thing in each laptop or each PC. Now it's not relevant because now we have external hard disk. I have external hard disk. I don't know where is it. It's like the size of my hand. It has 4 terabytes, which I could, save a lot of data, so many data. But back then it was impossible, Even the pen drive nowadays, you can get 1 terabyte in a pen drive, which was impossible one day. So each day pass, we get new technology every day. Now, all these formats, digital audio formats, which are WAV, MP3, MP4, real, all can download it from the internet, all of them. And these are some of the devices that we used to play MP3 players, okay? But as I mentioned, it's not relevant anymore. Why? Because our smartphone has ended many devices. The fax, MP3 recorder, even the printer is not relevant. We don't need to print anything nowadays. Just email. Yeah. You especially when this COVID-19 happened. Now, official, let's say, we can do official things using emails. We can go for job interview. You can get hired. You can start your work using your laptop. You don't need to print any certificates. You don't need to print your CV and so on. So just using emails. So why do we actually need to learn about audio? Why do we need listening skills? It's very important because whether you are a student or a teacher, it will give you the opportunity to be more productive person. If you don't have listening skills, it's going to be very hard for you. And I have actually been through this. When I first came to Malaysia, English language was very hard for me. So they actually used to talk in English the whole class, and I will be sitting like, I have nothing coming into my mind. So what I used to do is I used to write everything the teacher say. So when I go home, I just repeat, repeat, repeat. So day by day, I developed this listening skills, and then I would be able to understand. So listening skills is number one factor when you want to learn about any language. However, when you want to, to speak, when you want to break the ice about any language, do not be afraid to talk, guys. Don't say that I'm going to talk, wrong, or I'm not going to actually speak grammatically correct, or don't care about this kind of stuff. Since you are able to communicate with other people, it's fine. This is the purpose of any language. We need languages to communicate with people. So if you are able to communicate, that would be no problem. This is a very good strategy actually to use. Don't be afraid of the language. Just talk. Okay, how we create audio. I'm sure all of us are aware how to create audio. We have a recorder. We have softwares to record for professional uses like movies and so on. Okay. Now, and it depends on the your need. What is the purpose of using this audio? Why do you need this audio to it actually gets you the suggested formats. Okay, so for example, if you want to use short voice greetings, this is the suggested format. Why? Because these formats will not take a big size. Okay, so it will be easy to transfer. And these are some of the examples for setting for audio. Now, what I want you to understand from all this is there are expensive mics devices like this one we see here, and then cheap mics. Now, if I ask one question, what is the difference between expensive and cheap mics? What makes the expensive mics expensive? Anyone would like to try? Just try. Guess.
Maybe the quality of audio will be different.
Okay.
The smooth expensive one maybe
Maybe
smooth audio.
Okay, smooth quality.
expensive microphone may be more clear than cheap.
Don't have echo.
Clarity, echo.
Maybe.
Good. That's good. And how to get all this? How to get the mic to be clear, clarity, smooth? It's just one thing, guys. It's all about the sensitivity of the mic. The expensive mics can actually be very sensitive to anything going on to this mic. The cheap ones are not sensitive. That's number one. Number two, it will record or it will pick any voice around the area. The cheap ones are able to differentiate between the main voice, my voice, and any noise in the background. This is called sensitivity. Okay? So that's why when you hear somebody, for example, podcasting using an expensive mic, the voice is very clear. There's no noise in the background. You can tell that it was recorded in a cave or something. But no, it's not. It's actually all about the sensitivity of the mic. The construction, sensitivity, and where they are placed. Sometimes, if the room is very big, you need let's say you need to create an environment around the mic so that it will not be echoed, it will not be um, misplaced for the audio and so on. This is what I want you to understand when we talk about mic devices. And same goes to the speakers as well. If you want to use them in the classroom, just make sure you are placing them in the correct location so that all the students are able to hear, all the students are able to engage with you. Make sure the clarity of the voice, the speed of the voice is correct. All right. Yeah, that's about it for today's class. I hope it was understandable for you guys. So do we have any question for today's topic, which is audio? All clear?
Clear, Doctor.
Yeah, Doctor, yes.
Okay, that's very good. So inshallah next week we will discuss about video, okay? Same as this one. And then we'll talk about digital media, and it will be our last not our last meeting, but our last explanation, the final meeting that we can actually finish the syllabus, and then we will have the presentation next week after week, and then the following week, as I mentioned, if we still have time before the final, we will get to set up a meeting to do a revision, quick revision to all the syllabus. Okay, guys, thank you very much.
Doctor.
Mm.
So next week, we will have normal class and presentation also.
No. Only normal class, because we will cover
Okay.
2 topics. And then the week after, let me give you dates.
Okay.
Okay, today is 6, right? 13, we will finish the syllabus. Okay, no presentation. Okay? And
So presentation will be 20 January?
20, yes, 20.
Okay, Doctor.
And I'm not sure about the date we can get the revision, if we still have maybe before or after 20, the revision day. It depends on the final date, the exam date. Okay?
Doctor, we can do revision on 27.
Do you know when is the final?
If I'm not mistaken, 7 February.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
30 January is examination ni revision.
Okay, that's good. So after 20, because I need to see the other sections so that we can get one meeting for us, for all of us. So after 20, between 20 to 27, we will arrange a meeting for the revision all together. Okay, so you can prepare all the questions, you can prepare any inquiry that you have. Okay, guys, any more questions?
Sorry, Doctor, if our video don't have our face, but we explain, can still Doctor accept it? Or when we present, we show our face?
Yeah,
We present live.
when you present, I need to see you. Yeah, but in the video, if you don't have your face, no problem. But during the presentation, I need to see you, and I need to see your name, your matric, so that I can grade you.
Okay, Doctor.
Okay. Any other questions? No questions? Okay. Thank
No,
you.
doctor, all clear.
Very good. Okay, guys. Take care. I'll see you next week, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you, doctor.
Waalaikumsalam. Bye, doctor. Thank
Waalaikumsalam.
you.
Thank you, doctor.
Thank you. Bye
See you,
bye.
doctor.
Okay, bye.